Okay, guys, we are back. I wanted to run through the worksheets with you. I'm not going to work with you through the worksheets because that's distracting. I believe me talking while you're actually trying to complete the worksheets. But you'll have the worksheets as support for you to get through the course, and this is when you're going to do a lot of your work at for your ebook. So we're going to go through the worksheets. I just wanted you to see what else is included and how this is going to help you along with the videos I created. So we're in, yes, how to write an ebook in 30 days masterclass worksheets. And so again, here's that list. These are clickable, so you'll be able to click on the site and go directly to it and start the work. I want to make it easy for you. We talked about planning your ebook and launch. This is what it looks like. So this is the process. If you create a solid plan before you write and launch your ebook, then your odds of success are increased. Use this worksheet as a framework for your plan. The purpose of my ebook is, and you're going to write in that line. My target audience is, remember, you're doing the work and you're going to complete this. My keyword research shows these are the terms my audience uses when searching online. Remember, I went through the whole process, how to find this. So I'm looking for A, B, C, and D. That'll be part of your research as well, and you'll be able to write those keywords down. Like I talk about purpose a lot. So I may add something like purpose, passion, or workshop, online course, things like that. And you'll see what people are looking for when they're trying to find a content that's related to like your book topic. The top 5 best-selling books in my niche are. You can learn a lot from what other people are doing in the same niche that you are in. So give yourself at least 5. Write 5 books that are bestsellers and see what their content is. You don't have to necessarily buy it, but maybe there's enough content online and you can see why they are bestsellers, what people like about those bestsellers. Then the gaps in my market include, write the different gaps in your market, what's missing, what you can bring in that same niche. The covers of the best-selling books in my niche have these things in common. This is what you will write down for each of those books. The highest price for an ebook in my niche is, this is part of your research, the lowest price for an ebook in my niche is, and the average price for an ebook in my niche is. Until that's like with any kind of business, and then you come up with your own price point. Writing your ebook. My ebook will have however many chapters you want in there. Each chapter needs to be however many pages. So like for my book, first book, I did an average of 3 to 4 pages per chapter. The premise of my ebook, and it may be less for the ebook, it may just be 2 pages for your ebook because you're not trying to, depending on how many pages you want. The premise of my ebook is, what is the premise? What is the reason why you're doing this? What is it focused on? I know these events, topics, or scenes will appear in my ebook, so jot all of that down. I can start my ebook with these scenes or events. Who, what, where, why, when, what happens next. It'll help you keep a flow in your book. What do you see? What do you smell? What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you feel? And this is what you want your readers to get. So you have to first put this in the book. Think of this when you're writing. And you want other people to see and feel and smell and hear everything you do as well. Okay, I'll keep my writing time productive by whatever strategy you're going to use to help keep you productive and have a productive flow in finishing that ebook. You're going to write that down. So you're writing down your own strategies and becoming your own coach. To reach my daily or weekly word count, I'll be accountable to, that can be people or systems or things you put in place to help you stay accountable. Again, in order to write and publish an ebook, I'll give these activities up. So you may have to sacrifice some other activities you're engaged in right now because you said, I'm going to finish this in a month. What do I need to do? Talk on the phone less, watch less movies, don't binge on this particular series, whatever that looks like for you. This is what you want to do to sacrifice. Editing your book. Editing is the most important phase in this journey of writing and authoring books. As you transition from the zygote to embryonic stages of developing your ebook, I try to get a little deep in there, but anyway, zygote beginning is like when you get pregnant and have a baby, and just using that example. I know there's some men in this works masterclass, but that's just a good example because men, you help us create these children that we be having. The zygote. the development before it turns into a fetus of the child, and then it develops, and then it becomes an embryo, and then, develops into a fetus. But anyway, now I wanted you to kind of visualize that whole process when you're writing your ebook and book. The next phase is finalizing it by correcting any grammatical errors, because this is one of the most important phases of your manuscript. People often hire editors as an extra eye and their expertise before presenting it to the world. Copy editing. This phase entails thorough revision of checking your writing manuscript for punctuation, spelling, writing, flow, style, transitions between paragraphs and sentences, correct use of verbiage, jargon, and basically proofreading. Next phase in editing your book is formatting. This phase is the structuring, styling, design, and layout of your manuscript to prepare it for publishing and printing. Finally, let's go down to the publishing. Well, not really final, but we're getting to the final part of these worksheets. For my editor, I'll hire whoever that person is or whatever that system is. My publishing coach will be, put the name of your publishing coach if you have one. You don't need one per se, but if you want one, well, maybe you do need one, but I'm saying you don't have to have one if you don't. Next, I'd like to work with, put the person in that slot, the person you like to work with as your publicity manager. Publicity manager. My ebook formatter will be A, B, C, and D, whoever that is. If I need a virtual assistant during the launch phase, I'll reach out to. So these are your key people this is your team. Think of it as your team that's going to help you write your book. And it could be people who are just talented and gifted in this area. Pull on them. Help me get my book out, y'all. And that may help them. Who knows? For my ebook cover, I really like these ideas. Write down your ideas you like to have on your book cover, because if you hire a designer, you help them see the vision. Or if you do it yourself, you'll have a list of what you want in your book so you won't forget. I plan to self-publish on these sites. Write the sites down and you'd like to self-publish. We mentioned some of them in the course, like Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, your website, other publishing sites, Lulu Press. I mean, a whole lot of them out there. You do that research as well. I will be offering print on demand from whatever site that is for the price of blank per ebook. So you're going to discover your price, because remember, you already did the work of seeing what the lowest price is, the highest price is, and the average price is for somebody in your niche. You'll have books on the same topic. My ebook blurb needs to cover these points. So what points you want your blurb, your little bio that you want to kind of put out there about your book? Points you want to make. That's to get people to give a little insight, or maybe it includes some excerpts from your book. You can have that in there. I have all this on my website, letmeout.net, if you want to get an idea of some of these things I've did on my book's website alone. This is my author bio. Put your bio in there. See how this worksheet is helping you formulate everything you need for your book cover, to the interior part of your book, to the front cover. I'll be sending advanced reading copies to the following people. You may want these people to be the extra eye you need to read your book, and they can check for grammars, or to just read your book and see what they get out of it. Or maybe somebody to do a forward. We didn't talk about that. You may want to forward somebody who's already have a lot of credibility, maybe in your niche, or somebody who's just an author, maybe another, what's what I'm looking for, a best-selling author, and you like their forward. You may know somebody who's famous or who's popular, and they forward would help give your book credibility because they know you and who you are. And so they can kind of vouch for you, per se. Items I need to gather for my media kit include, write that list of the things you need for your media kit. It can be the types of appearances you do, your conferences. It may even have a list or a price of how much you charge to do a workshop on a particular thing. I'm just throwing things out there, but gather that information together. Look at other media kits and what people have in their media kit, and then that'll help you jot down and list down what you need for your media kit. I want to offer a blog tour at these places, because you can do virtual tours now with your book. If you can't, or you should do both, but you can do a virtual tour where you can appear on different people's blogs or podcast shows or YouTube channel talking about your book, like you see other people doing interviews all over the place, discussing your wonderful book. I'm excited for you already. I want to offer a blog tour at these places. Okay, now we're going to talk about marketing your ebook. My ebook will be published on, put that date up there, count 30 days from this process, and you'll put it in that blank spot. I'll share news of my ebook release on these social media platforms. To celebrate my launch, I'll do these promotional activities. You may use Facebook ads to advertise your book on Facebook, advertise your book on Instagram, or any other type of ads you want to make, flyers or whatever else. And don't forget to do stuff locally. Everything don't need to be online if you really want to get your book out there. Do the same traditional way of marketing or promoting your book. Maybe a company or somebody else can have your book. Go on site to Barnes and Noble and tell them about your book. And that's after it's basically published, of course. And you want to maybe do a book signing in the store. But anyway, these are promotional activities you can do to celebrate the launch of your book. I'll reach out to these people for endorsement. So you can have people who can vouch for you again and put their name down. I'll be advertising on these reading websites. They can be, like I told you, I am a contributing writer for certain online magazines or online articles or blogs. That can be a place where you can advertise your website, your book. You can talk to the person who's in charge, the person, the director or whoever's in charge of a particular website or business or whatever, and partner with them, collaborate with them, even on social media, even on different groups, different platforms, different pages. You can collaborate with people, maybe. And again, it's somebody who have the same interest that you have, and you guys can come together. I've done it, and I'm telling you, you'd be surprised at the people who would like to collaborate with you as well on each other's platform to get your book out there. My mailing list provider is, and you have that resource list. My login details are, so this is to help you, this is record keeping for you. So you don't forget this stuff. Everything, all things related to your ebook or ebooks is in this worksheet. The free gift opt-in for the newsletter list will be, okay, so a lot of times you may receive something free for appreciating people who sign up to your email list or who sign up to your newsletter. And in your newsletter may be different content about your book. You want to maybe offer them something free. It could be a one-page worksheet on something still related to your book to get their interest, interest and attracted to your book, to your content. For my ebook promotion giveaways, my goal is to, whatever that goal is, if it's to drive people to your website to buy your book or to join your to sign up for your newsletter, whatever that looks like, what is that promotion? What is the giveaway? And what is the goal of that giveaway? To inform them more, maybe to give them more information. Like these worksheets are free, they're along with the course, but it's helping you to manifest that ebook you're trying to write. The giveaway participation rules will be, write what the rules are. The rule can be, you sign up for this newsletter, and while you sign up for this newsletter, you will receive a free A, B, C, and D. Just an example. The deadline for the participation is, so you're going to create what they call a scarcity. And it's all nothing, I don't want to say nothing that's trickery and nothing that you're just trying to get people's interest, right? You wanted to meet a deadline because we are so bombarded with a lot of information pulling us in all directions. It's easy to forget when you're going to launch a book or what date for whatever you're doing or for the next newsletter article or something, right? So you want to give people a deadline because that'll trigger people memory, like, oh my God, I got to sign up for this. Or I want to do A, B, C, and D, and I better get this now because that free offer is not going to be around, after 24 hours. So stuff like that. Prize, I plan to hand out, include, and write whatever the prizes are. If you're going to do prizes, write that down as well. To help position myself as an expert, I will be participating in the follow groups or communities. So join groups and communities where you can contribute again, content, lend your voice. It could be podcasts and everything else, but you position yourself as an expert because you're always talking about this. And remember, you're doing the research. So the more you read and research, the more information you have where you can help other people in your niche. to help position myself as an expert. Okay, I already went through that. I will also be, and you can put more information on this line. Now, beloved, you are ready to publish. So I just wanted to share that. Go over the worksheet with you, but you're going to work on this in your own time. You're going to pace yourself and you're going to follow the process so that way you can be done. So I believe you have everything you need. You just got to get started and show up and do the work. Make that thing come into fruition, and you'll be happy to see your work that you accomplish and how you kept yourself accountable. And that's what a coach does, really. Offer you some recommendations, ask you some powerful questions, but it's to help you feel empowered because you are doing the work. It's to help you come up with ideas. I'm giving you a map, right? And while you're on that map, revelation and things are going to start to come to you because you're starting the process, you're starting the flow, you're opening yourself up to the process. And so you're the one who's doing the work. I'm just coaching you along the process. That's what a coach does, right? That's it. Motivating you, inspiring you, and helping you get through. Being happy about something that you're doing, something that's a part of your purpose and a part of your passion. And to see that thing come into fruition, it makes you feel so great, give you a sense of satisfaction and gratitude and accomplishment. That's what I feel when I do something and I set my mind to do it and I do it. And I have my people, my team, and my people who encourage me to keep me accountable. When I put something out there, and I give them permission to do just that because I want it done. And so I want to do the same thing for you. So I can't wait. I'm excited. Go ahead, do your thing, finish this masterclass and do the work while you're doing the masterclass because you got 30 days. I should have put a timer with this group, but I'm not going to put that much pressure on you. I won't do that. Anyway, thanks again. You be blessed. Bye-bye.